welcome back again to Echo Effect. Right, so it's a new week, and we'll be looking at our weekly outlook again for the new week. I mean, new week, new opportunities to make some good profit off the market. All right, so if you are new to this channel, please, I want you to do well to click on the subscribe button. I want to like the video and also make some good comments. All right, comment on how the video has helped you or how it has impacted your trading career, and also do well to share and comment. All right, share to your friends. And if you've been watching our videos, watching the weekly outlook, and you're yet to subscribe, come on, you're getting free content. The least you could do is to click on the subscribe button. All right, so click. Thank you very much. All right, so let's go straight into the charts. All right, let's go straight into what we have for the week. All right, so from the fundamental standpoint, right? From the fundamental standpoint, we actually though this week is kind of silent when it comes to the fundamental. We're not having so much high impact news from the different zones around the world. All right. So Monday is kind of we have some bank holiday from the US, that is from the US zone, and also from the GDP zone. Then, well, JPY has a news by 1:05 a.m. GMT close one time, and that is their Bank of Japan. The governor is actually having a speech. Then on Tuesday we're having well, kind of silent. Then on by 3 p.m. we have the CB consumer confidence. Then going into Wednesday, we have Australian dollar CPI, euro. They're having a CPI also. So like I said, not really in no threatening news. What I mean by that is no really high impact news. The week is just kind of silent fundamentally. So we're kind of having a whole lot of trading from the technical point of view and from the technical aspect. Well, on Thursday we have two major news from the US zone, the GDP and unemployment claims, and also pending home sales. Then on Friday, which is the last day of the trading week, we have GDP high impact. We have GDP data from the Canadian zone and also core PCE price from the US zone, right? So these are the fundamentals we have for coming into the new week. All right, so let's go straight back into the chart. So I mean, last week was pretty fun, but also one way or the other silent, kind of slow. All right, so there wasn't really so much volatility in the market compared to upper week. All right, compared to last 2 weeks rather. Right, so let's just look at the US index first of all. All right, so if you watched the video last week, you could see that we had we're expecting more like a retracement from the dollar into the level it broke 2 weeks ago as the support level that it broke, which we are looking at it acting as a form of resistance, to give like weakness coming back into the dollar index, but yeah, that retracement came in, and on Friday it actually respected that zone. So it took Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to actually create that retracement. And Friday, we saw a bearish dollar Friday as weakness in the dollar. All right, so this was what we looked at, and going into the 4 hours, yeah. If you remembered or if you watched the video, we're expecting a retracement. So somewhere around here, if I'm not mistaken, retracement into the level, and we wanted to see the dollars coming back down, but that didn't happen until Friday. Yeah, until Friday. So looking forward to this new week. Yeah, we saw a bearish dollar on Friday, momentum coming into the dollar. That is the bears in the market, they were kind of in control throughout Friday, and we could see some pretty good healthy red candles, bearish candles, and I expect that momentum to continue. So we more or less may see a retracement back into that resistance zone again, and a continuation to the downside. So basically, yeah, this looks more like a retracement. If you see, there's not really so much yeah, bullish volatility compared to previously. You can see how the dollar has been having a whole lot of strength, some pretty good green candles, but look like the bears are actually coming, are kind of taking over. All right, so it looks like they are kind of taking over. So this is, we just want to see a little retracement Monday, Tuesday. Looking at the fact that tomorrow is gonna be bank holiday for the US zone, so tomorrow, Monday, may just be kind of silent, and Tuesday we see some good volatility coming back into the market. All right, so basically, this is what I am looking at for the the dollar, right? But if there is any reason we see some strength in the dollar and we see US index pushing back up very much into back into the zone, then definitely want to wait for a retracement back into the level, and look for some good buying opportunities back to the upside, retesting some of those highs over here. All right, some of the highs over here. So basically, that's what I have my eyes on for the US index. All right, so let's go into Euro USD quickly. Let's go into Euro USD. Well, Euro USD had, I mean, it was actually a pretty cool trading opportunities came in for the euro dollar, last week. And it was something we looked at, and we were looking for sales on euro dollar, and that sales pretty came in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, if you actually sold, you could have made money. Then on Friday we had a bullish candle close. All right, so let's look quickly into euro dollar. All right, so the same idea, the same concept with the US index. With the US index, dollar has been somewhat, you know, somewhat strong rather, but that strength hasn't been really convincing. Yeah, I guess that's the word. It hasn't really been convincing. So we saw the euro dollar push down from this daily resistance or supply zone, and the candles were not really pretty convincing, but it was really, if you sold, you could have made money. Then on Friday there was a push back to the upside. So I I expect that volatility to continue. So this still looks more like a retracement, probably euro dollar maybe coming to create double top, a double top around this level, and we somewhat see, if you see some bearish opportunity, we want to short euro dollar back to the downside. So basically, but with with the way the dollar has been inconsistent, maybe we could see a break out of that level, and we want to just wait for a retracement from either the 1 hour time frame or 4 hours, and a continuation back to the upside. Right, retesting somewhat of these levels over here. All right, some of these levels over here. So let's just go into the 4 hours to see how things are. So yeah, basically it's still the same thing, still the same thing. So let's pick out this level over here. Our possible sell target. Yeah, possible sell target. So these are two important levels we want to look at if we see some bearish momentum coming to into euro USD. That means we have strength in the dollar. We want to see some, that means if we like I said, we want to see a push up to around this level, then see probably a bearish candle close on the 1 hour, 4 hour time frame. Then we can take our sales targeting this level for take profits. And if this level breaks, we want to see euro dollar retesting this level again. But the same way, if that strength doesn't come in, into the dollar, you may see euro USD taking advantage and breaking out of those highs. And if you break these highs, trust me, there's nothing holding it from retesting testing this level at 1.09352. Yeah, nothing is going to hold it back from retesting that level again. So I mean, let's just see how that plays out. So you will just want to be patient for a push into this level, then wait for a response, either a break or a bearish close. Then you can take your but you can actually take your position. But if you see the way euro dollar has been an upward move for that is since April, for like give or take over a month now. There's been an upward move, and that momentum may continue. So let's look at GBP USD. So GBP USD, the same way, GBP USD closed pretty strong on Friday. Yeah, it closed pretty strong on Friday, and GBP has been actually very, very, very strong. So with the way that candle actually closed, there's actually been a breakout of a resistant level, which is around this point here. GBP actually broke above that level and is currently, trading above that resistance level on the daily time frame. All right, and we actually marked this out. That was last week. Yeah, that was last week. So if you actually traded the buy here, you could have made some good money from the push to the upside on GBP USD. But with the way the market closed on Friday, it looked like GBP USD is coming back to retest these highs over here. Yeah, to retest these highs. Well, it was kind of close. It hasn't gotten there, but yeah, it looks like it's going to retest those highs again. All right, so we want to be looking for some good buying opportunities. All right, some good buying opportunity. Well, it's pretty close to that level. Well, if we see maybe a little retracement, right, a little retracement into some of these levels over here. Yeah, and we want to take a buy. So this would be like a very good opportunity for Monday. All right, just a little retracement, and if you see some buying, or some bullish candle close, we want to take some buys into this level, or can actually wait for it to retest this level again, then look for buying opportunities to trade to the upside. All right. So I wouldn't say we look for sales, no, because there has been a lot of strength on the pounds lately. All right. So you want to wait for a healthy retracement to get a good price, a good price to actually buy from. All right. So I would suggest either this level over here or this one. So if there's no bullish confirmation here, we want to wait for this level to wait for a bullish confirmation and look for buys targeting this level at 1.27, let's say 1.2780. All right, 1.2780 to take our profits, and exit and wait for the next response around this level before we take our next trading decision. All right, so that's actually my outlook on GBP USD. So let's look at USD CAD. All right, USD CAD. Well, yeah, USD CAD. The Canadian dollar. They had a high impact news last week. All right, the week that just ended, and it gave a whole lot of strength to the Canadian dollar. But like I said, they gave a whole lot of weakness rather, a whole lot of weakness to the Canadian dollar, and the dollar took advantage and actually had some good push to the upside. But like I said, the inconsistency in the dollar on Friday, there was actually a bearish dollar, and USD CAD closed bearish for Friday. But let's look at it from a daily perspective. All right, from a daily perspective, Canadian dollar has been respecting a major level on the daily time frame. A major, once resistance price broke above it, now came sat on top of that level, right? It's a verified support. All right, so and with the response there, there's a very high chance that we may see the Canadian dollar pushing back to the upside, right? So it's more buys, right? Looks like more buys than sales. All right, more buys than sales. So let's look at it from a 4-hour time frame perspective. So like I said, with the inconsistency in the dollar, we may want to see kind of see a weakness, maybe Canadian dollar retesting this zone again before pushing back to the upside. Yeah, basically that is the most likely move that's going to happen, due to the weakness in the dollar. So we want to see that push to the downside, and the dollar pushing back up. All right, and the dollar pushing back up. So and it's kind of it's also consistent with what we're looking at on Euro USD. A is a weakness in the dollar. All right, weakness in the dollar, and we want to see probably bearish candle closed, and we take a sales. So on USD card, the same thing. Want to see a bearish dollar, like the dollar being weak and the Canadian dollar being strong. We're testing this major support level. Look for some buy confirmation candlestick before we go into the market, targeting these highs. All right, this various untested and resistance above. All right, that'll be our take profit targets, and not being too greedy. You want to just be careful to when you're taking when you want to take your profit so that you're not being caught up in a retracement. All right, so you want to take your profit before the verified resistance. All right, before the verified resistance. And if the market keeps pushing up, you could actually keep looking for more buying opportunities to keep to keep taking advantage of that buy to the upside. So that is for USD card. So GBP JPY, and also for USD card, remember there's a GBP data coming up on Friday. If I'm not mistaken, let's check it out again. Yeah, on Friday. Yeah, on Friday there's a GDP data. So you want to keep tab on that so that you're not being caught up in um you're not being caught up in probably a move against you. All right, so let's look at GBP JPY quickly. So GBP JPY had a beautiful trading for last week. Yeah, if you watch the outlook, you would see that we predicted about in 199 and 200, from around this level. Yeah, so that was around somewhere here. Yeah, basically around here. So we predicted that okay, GBP was going to retest the 199 level and also 200, which is this previous highs over here. Right, this previous highs over here, somewhere that resistance zone, somewhere around that level. I think it was clear on 4 hours. Yeah, somewhere around here. Yeah, so GBP JPY is actually currently at the resistance level. I mean, one of the patients to see what happens. So we don't want to actually take a trading decision yet, but GBP JPY has actually had a whole lot of there has been a whole lot of weakness in the Japanese yen, and GBP has actually been taking advantage and has been pushing all the way to the upside. It's actually a healthy trend. If you had bought anywhere last week, you could have made money. Honestly, if you had bought, maybe woke up on Monday and just bought, you could have made money. If you just woke up on Monday, bought, made money. If you woke up the next day and bought, you could have made money. Woke up the next day and just placed a buy, you could have actually made money because the market kept closing higher for the day. All right. The next day the market closed higher than the previous day. The next day the market closed higher than the previous day. So you could have actually made a whole lot of money. But looking at where GBP JPY is currently trading on, you would just want to wait for that high or that resistance to be taken out before you actually want to take your buys again. All right, we just want to be patient. Or from this level, 200 level is a very critical level. It's also an institutional level. All right, so we want to be patient and wait for a clear direction around this level, right? So once you have a clear direction, trust me, you can follow through and you're going to make money. So for GBP JPY, I would just suggest you're patient for a clear direction before you take a stance, all right, on the direction you want to stay with or the direction you want to trade in. All right. So let's look at US 100. All right. So if you're still with us and you have not subscribed yet, please do so right now. All right. Just do so to subscribe and also like the video. All right. Like the video, like the video, and also put down the comments, put down your suggestions, maybe currency pairs or instruments you want us to look at in our next video, in our next weekly outlook, or if this video has been quite positive and you want more of it, put it down in the comment section. All right, it just helps us to know how we can serve you much better. All right, so let's look at US 100. All right, so last week the Nvidia's company, that's the chip company, they actually released their earnings for the last quarter and it came out very positive. Nvidia has actually been their earnings has actually been very very good since Q4 last year. Created a whole lot of positive momentum for investors to keep buying the Nvidia stock. And Nvidia stock is one of the major movers of recently is one of the major movers of the US 100 indices. All right, so that's what has been giving a whole lot of momentum. So last week we saw US 100 creating a new high, and trust me, I know the weekly outlook from last week, said the same thing. You could have made good money. I actually expected US 100 to create a new high. So if you aren't watching the video yet, please, and also share it to friends. All right, so you could have made a whole lot of money from US 100. So from last week, from Friday also, you can see a bullish close on US 100, which means that could actually continue. All right, which means that the momentum should actually continue. Nothing is bringing US 100 down, honestly. Nothing is actually bringing US 100 to the downside. So let's look at possible areas we could actually take our trade from. All right, so we can see this level over here. All right, we can see this level over here. You can see how the market came in. There was somewhat a bullish response, but price traded above it. This was actually news. There was a speech from the Fed on Wednesday, which caused this whole move to the downside. All right, but the same way, US 100 regained momentum. All right, it regained the whole momentum and actually closed bullish for Friday. All right, so we could actually see more like a retracement into this level, and US 100 trading further up. All right, further to the upside. So not to be too greedy, you want to just wait to take your profit around this level. Then once there's a break above, you can actually put a pending order around this level. So there's a break above, you could actually, catch the momentum to the upside, so you could take advantage and make some good money. But this is what I am actually looking at for US 100. A brief retracement for Monday and a continuation to the upside. So basically, I don't see US 100 pushing to the downside. So we just want to wait. And if it pushes to the downside, we just want to wait for US 100 to trade into a key level somewhere around this level. You can see this level is a key level. See how price has reacted to that level multiple times. All right, multiple times. So if it comes back here again, to be a good time to buy, back to the upside. So that's for US 100. Let's look at one commodity. Let's look at oil. All right, so oil has been in a daily range for a long period of time. It has been in a daily range. Let me just mark that out. Right, it has been in the daily range for a period of time. Yeah, it has been in the daily range, hasn't been creating higher highs or higher lows, it's just been there. All right, so it kind of broke out last week, but broke back into that level. So for this week, when there's a very high chance we could see oil pushing back into this level over here, or a break above, then see higher prices on oil. But until there's a break above, if you are a breakout trader, the best thing you can do is to just put your pending order, your buy stops just above the highs of the range. So if there's a breakout, you can actually take advantage of the move to the upside. But if you're a range trader, you just want to you want to sell at resistance, buy at support, and basically the way the market is right now, there's a very high chance it's going to push back into this level. So looking for some good areas to actually buy from, I would suggest this level over here. I want to see a retracement, right? I want to see like a retracement on US 100, a retracement on oil, maybe a retracement back into this level, and see a bullish confirmation candlestick, and we trade it back up to the proven resistance. Or if you don't want to, if you want to if you want to wait for a breakout, definitely you could just sit on your hands or just put your pending order and just wait for break to either the upside or to the downside. All right, so basically um that's all we have for the week. All right, so I want to just a profitable trading week. And please also, I'll say it again, do well to like and subscribe, share, and also put down a comment in the comment section so you can know how to serve you much better. All right, so have a wonderful trading week ahead. All right, take care everyone.